Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Safina binti Abdul Rashid. Our group will present about the Sime Darby Berhad. Hope you like it. Okay, as we know, Sime Darby is a public company listed on Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad, main market in Malaysia. Sime Darby is completely committed to the development and advancement of the Asian Pacific region, while upholding continuous value of integrity and professionalism. Corporate social responsibility aims to contribute to societal goals by engaging in volunteering or ethical-oriented practices.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farawida binti Sazali, and today I will present Sime Darby Berhad background. Okay, Sime Darby is a diversified multinational based in Malaysia, and it established in 1910. Its business division aims to produce positive benefit where it has a presence in the economy, environment and community. It has been founded by Alexander Guthrie, Daniel Harrison, Smith Harrison, Joseph Crosfield, William Middleton Sime, and Harry D.S. Darby. Sime Darby Berhad are headquartered in Malaysia with a workforce of approximately 20,000 employees with operation in 18 countries and territories throughout the Asia Pacific region such as Singapore, Thailand, Australia and China. The company is listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. The Sime Darby Berhad core business is Sime Darby Plantation. It is the world's largest producer of palm oil, accounting for 6% of the world's total annual accrued palm oil supply. And Sime Darby Plantation Berhad produces and markets agricultural goods. The company supplies palm oil, fat product, oleochemical, rubber, lubricants, ozone acid, glycerin and fatty acid, as well as vegetable and livestock farming services. Next is Sime Darby Property. It is an integrated developer focused on property development with complementary operation in property investment, hospitality and leisure and asset management. Okay, the third one is Sime Darby Industrial. It is a Malaysian leading distributor of high quality heavy machinery and key market for forestry, construction and power system. The next one is Sime Darby Energy and Utilities. It is specializes in a range of core businesses including engineering services, water resources, ports and logistics and powers. With more than 1,500 skilled staff, the division has a strong international presence in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand and China. And the last one is Sime Darby Healthcare. It brings together three strong brands in the healthcare sector in Malaysia. It comprises three medical centers: Sime Darby Medical Center Subanjaya, Sime Darby Specialist Center Megah and Sime Darby Medical Center Ara Damansara, as well as a nursing and health science college, Sime Darby College of Nursing and Health Science. Okay, now I will present SWOT analysis of Sime Darby Berhad. Okay, Sime Darby is a profitable company in Malaysia, and it is a company that includes various forms of business in its activities. So, Sime Darby SWOT analysis analyzes the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity and threats of the company. SWOT analysis is a proven management framework that allows a brand such as Sime Darby to compare its businesses and results with its rival and industry. Okay, for the strengths, the strength of Sime Darby Berhad is it has provided a broad and comprehensive portfolio of goods and services in over 300 companies, particularly in Asia Pacific in more than 20 countries. More than 30,000 workers has carried out this company operation and the activities of Sime Darby Berhad. This has actually directly improved Sime Darby Berhad's marketing role in the competitive market with the enormous number of the established company and companies all over the world. Sime Darby Berhad owns the powerful presence. Okay, next, because of the diversification of business, Sime Darby has strengths of lower risk in its operations. Sime Darby is diversified into few categories which name as Sime Darby Plantation, Sime Darby Motors, Sime Darby Energy and Utilities, Sime Darby Industrial, Sime Darby Property and Sime Darby Healthcare. In fact, this diversification contributes to the reduction of risk in the sector. In one sector where there is a volatility and losses could rise, diversification will minimize the amount of losses in the business because it is not just concentrated on one sector. Okay, next is the weaknesses. The weakness of Sime Darby Berhad is poor road infrastructure, which might reduce the quality of the product and increase the cost of the production. In fact, the poor condition of the estate road of Sime Darby Plantation cause the inconvenience to the workers as there are a lot of transport problems and it should be improved immediately. Okay, lastly, the weakness of Sime Darby Berhad is shortage of workers in plantation industry. In the process of cutting oil palm fruit and leaving fruits to root, labor shortages can cause delay of the products. Okay, this will result in low quality of palm oil. If the demand for palm oil is increased in the market, the demand of the workers employed in this sector are also increased. Okay, the absence of workers in the local market would usually be filled by the arrival of foreign workers, but when all these workers return to their respective countries, it will cause a problem. So labor are considered as the backbone of the company in order to continue the operation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shahira Izzati binti Hamid. Now I will explain the opportunity of SWOT. Opportunity is an external factor that can help the business and become more advanced and profitable. Firstly, one of the opportunities that feature products as a new entity, the Sime Darby Oils, a subsidiary of Sime Darby Plantation Berhad, will cover a wide range of palm oil-based products including bakery, cooking oil, margarine, and nutrition. For example, Olive, the local cooking oil market. Sime Darby Oils, a subsidiary of Sime Darby Plantation Berhad, aims to assert the dominance of the local cooking oil market within 2 years. Sime Darby in the local market share of Olive cooking oil was in 4th place with the manufacturing of about 6 to 1,000 tons per month. The latest label of Olive brand cooking oil is presented in a more dynamic and informative way for local consumer. Through the concept of farm to kitchen, Sime Darby Oil ensure that every olive cooking oil production, from oil palm harvesting on the farm to the process of upgrading and packaging product in the factory, is managed and controlled according to higher standards. The next of opportunities is Sime Darby provides training for payrolls to show up demand for plantation workers. In 2019, Sime Darby was held the program will help the payrolls and supervised person get ready for a new beginning in life after prison and provide the opportunity for them to participate in the company open competition of the parole period. Sime Darby Plantation said it was working together with the Malaysia Prison Department on a corporate smart internship program CSI at Sime Darby Oil Palm Plantation to deliver technical and social skill training to paroles and supervised persons. The parole have been charged with the responsibility to carry out general tasks at the oil palm plantation for a minimum of 3 months and above, while the supervised person are given 6 months and above, subject to entire period of final release granted by the authorities. Partnership agreements with the Malaysian Prison Department through the CSI program is surely one of the ways in which can help us show up the demand for more workers at their oil plantation.
There is 4 types of Sime Darby corporate social responsibility. Firstly, drawing the line on deforestation, building climate change resilience, commitment to human rights and decent work, and lastly, innovation for sustainability.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Ridwan Shah bin Muhammad Razani, and I am going to present to you the first corporate social responsibility for SEREMBAN, which is drawing the line on deforestation. So the first activity that they did is driving the supply chain traceability. SEREMBAN is committed on improving the palm oil traceability that are sourced beyond their production. SEREMBAN has also introduced cross-check system. Cross-check system is an online system whereby they can detect the supply change to meal level. So the second activity that SEREMBAN did is introducing radar alerts for detecting deforestation, or RADD. RADD is an satellite system whereby SEREMBAN can detect deforestation that happen in a near real-time accuracy, which means that SEREMBAN can easily see deforestation that happen in Malaysia. So the third activity that they did is managing human and elephant conflict. We all know that SEREMBAN is famous for their palm oil plantation, and this has caused deforestation that affect the livelihood of the elephants. So SEREMBAN is committed and has done a lot of research to improve their plantation so that the palm oil plantation does not affect the livelihood of the elephants. So we move on to the next corporate social responsibility for SEREMBAN, which is building climate change resilience. So the first efforts that they did is using renewable energy. 80% of SEREMBAN energy consumption has come from renewable energy. For example, they use biogas to generate electricity. Next is that SEREMBAN has established community-based fire prevention. We all know that fire has caused a lot of damage to the forest, and this has drastically contributed to the change of the climate. So in order to combat this problem, SEREMBAN has established the MCA, or Desa Mandiri Cegah Api, in Indonesia. In this program, communities are encouraged to change their land clearing method without using slash and burning technique. Lastly is managing emission and pollution. SEREMBAN has invested 70 million ringgit in order to make sure that the air emission from the factories are stringent with the standards. 33 units of electrostatic precipitator and forceps are installed in their factories to make sure that the air pollution can be reduced. Next, I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
So my turn, I will explain the third one, which is commitment to human rights and decent work. As we all know, SEREMBAN ensure that all their workers are provided with fair and equitable job opportunities, social security, respect for workplace rights, and also they provide a forum for them to voice all their problems and anything that relate to the jobs. And first, one of the commitment right and decent work that of the SEREMBAN, which is eradicating exploitation. Exploitation is, as we all know, mostly relate to migrant workers. which is Darby ensure that their migrant workers provide such a good living place, environment place, and also they not charge our workers for employment, and also they working with their stakeholder to understand the procedure for mapping migrants routes and identify a supply chain players. They also provide their migrant workers with decent working and living condition. Remain steadfast in target to create a procedure to create a productive labor force by delivering fair income within reasonable working condition. Okay, the second one is decent wages. Decent wages is when Darby guarantee that their migrant workers or their own workers provided with the minimum statutory salaries, and also such they are provide such kind benefit like mark up the share of their income paid to employees. And also plantation, this Darby plantation also work usually involve harvesting, fruit picking, and general repair work, and which involve spraying, weeding, and areas. Employees also paid either monthly or also depends on the cost of a pitch, anything that relate to their job lah. Their job. Sorry. Okay, the third one is working and living condition. One of the commitment to human right and decent work is working and living condition. Darby is ensure that their workers have a good environment and living or working condition in order to encourage their social development of communities and among their staff, also other workers. Darby provide ample working and living condition, means they provide employees provided with basic housing and access to basic requirement which consider essential to their people's well-being. The last one is freedom associations. As we all know, Darby accept or give their workers a chance to join a freedom to join any association or any organization that ensure that their employees understand their right to choose to become part of associations depend on where they work. In addition, also they allow their workers to express concerns and to ensure that working structure represent their concerns. To remain operationally effective, productive, and competitive, Darby embrace scientific and technology advance. The first innovation of sustainability that Darby provide for their Darby plantation is zero burning replanting technique. This is the friendly technique that replanting was developed commercially in 1985 and subsequently adopted in palm oil replanting as the industry standard. In 1992, during the Rio Earth Summit to improve commercialize this technique, Darby plantation was admitted to United Nations Environment Program, which is UNEP, Global 500 Rule of Honor and Environment Achievement. This is a law to complete return of organic matter to the soil. This helps to preserve, restore and improve soil chemical and fertility. It allows the immediate replanting. Of trees as the new standard can be planted stimulously while filling and shredding that are be done. The second one is Genomic Select. Genomic Select is for the innovation. Is also one of the innovation that by Darby, which is one of the world companies to sequence, assembly, and annotate the oil palm genome successfully in 2019. In the year 2019, this advance in Genomic Select research result in the creation of 2017 Edison Award to their Genomic Select oil palm. The third one, the last one is hotspot management system. Hotspot management system, this to ensure to gain consistency and provide insight that could contribute to a permanent solution of the recurrent danger situation on the basis settled data. They set up this fire to monitoring dashboards in the Darby strategy for sustainable practice and healthy workplace. Geosmart Asia Award was fully recognized in 2016 for the application of geospatial technology and information to painting the Asia Pacific region through the Asia Geospatial Excellence Award. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now, I want to share with you guys throughout Sime Darby achievement in 2019. Firstly, Sime Darby Plantation has achieved the PwC Building Trust Awards 2019 for second place in the Silver Awards. Sime Darby Plantation, the largest oil plantation in Malaysia, by market capitalization is the diversified conglomerate Sime Darby Berhad, took the second place in PwC Building Trust Award 2019. An integral part of PwC Building Trust program, the Building Trust Awards consider how companies communicate value creation as well as how they are perceived to build trust through the lens of their stakeholders, including their customers, employees, and the public. Sime Darby has developed strong foundations with our stakeholders for over 100 years, and they will continue the nature, the trust, and confidence they have in their brand for the next 100 years. Finally, Sime Darby has achieved Sustainable Business Awards Malaysia 2019 and the Europe Awards for Sustainability for second consecutive years. Sime Darby Plantation continued journey to produce palm oil in a responsible and sustainable manner was recognized by two different organizations for the second consecutive year. At the Sustainable Business Award SBA Malaysia 2019 ceremony organized by Global Initiative on 26 November, Sime Darby Plantation was accorded 3 awards, which is the Best Supply Chain Management, the Best Land and Biodiversity, as well as a special recognition in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals category. This was followed by another triumphant run just on 28 November at the Europe Awards of Sustainability 2019, where Sime Darby Plantation took home the award for the best innovation in sustainability. The Europe Awards for Sustainability was organized by EU Malaysia Chambers of Commerce and Industry.
Corporate social responsibility practices are growing on the global scale and Malaysia is riding that momentum. This review of CSR policies and practices in Malaysia has shown that there is a strong involvement from multiple parties, which is government, Bursa Malaysia and SSM, in order to raise awareness and encourage companies to include CSR as a part of business operations. It is a self-regulating business model that helps a company be socially accountable to itself, its stakeholders, and the public. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for your kind attention. Assalamualaikum.